Manchester United bid for Benjamin Sesko puts Liverpool deal to sign Alexander Isak at risk. Liverpool's pursuit of Isak under threat as United attempt to hijack Sesko deal. Liverpool's ambition to land Alexander Isak this summer may hinge on a transfer race that doesn't even involve them directly. Instead, their hopes rest on whether Newcastle United can fend off Manchester United in the battle for RB Leipzig's. Benjamin says, having dominated this summer's transfer window, Liverpool have laid down a serious marker for the 2025-26 Premier League title. Arne Slot has quickly begun to shape the squad in his image, with new signings already making waves. Hugo Ekitike and Florian Wirtz dazzled in their Anfield bows on Monday, further fueling optimism among fans. But Liverpool's transfer business may not be done just yet. After smashing both club and Premier League records to secure Wirtz, the Reds are believed to be contemplating another marquee addition, this time up front. However, the unfolding drama involving Sesko could derail those plans. Thanks to the involvement of old foes Manchester United, United's bid for Sesko creates domino effect that could block Liverpool's move for Isak. Liverpool have found themselves indirectly caught in the crossfire of a wider transfer chain. Their acquisition of Ekitike earlier this window reportedly forced Newcastle United to step up their pursuit of Sesko. The Magpies are eager to find a replacement for Isak before sanctioning any move away for the Swedish striker. However, the Athletic's David Ornstein has now revealed that Manchester United have submitted a formal offer for Sesko, a €75 million bid with an additional €10 million in potential add-ons. Crucially, United believes Sesko prefers a move to Old Trafford. This latest twist follows reports earlier this week that Newcastle had also tabled an offer. €75 million plus €5 million in bonuses, which Leipzig deemed inadequate. Magpies then upped their proposal to at least €80 million, hoping to close the deal. Why this impacts Liverpool? Directly for Liverpool? The situation is clear. Newcastle are unwilling to part with Isak unless they've secured a suitable replacement. If United win the race for Sesko, it could leave Newcastle empty-handed and in no position to sell their star striker. This would be a huge blow for the Reds. At the start of the transfer window, the list of elite available center forwards was already short. With Ekitike now at Anfield and Victor Gyökeres snapped up by Arsenal, Sesko represents one of the few remaining top-tier options. Without him, Newcastle will likely hold firm on Isak, leaving Liverpool without a viable path forward, while the hope on Merseyside is that Newcastle secures Sesko, which would simultaneously hurt United and open the door for Isak. There are no guarantees in this high-stakes standoff. Liverpool preparing Guehi move as defensive frailties laid bare while the pursuit of a marquee striker continues to make headlines. Liverpool are also turning their attention to another key area: central defense. The absence of Virgil van Dijk in Monday's friendlies against Athletic Bilbao was a stark reminder of the squad's lack of depth at the back. Slot's squad took on Bilbao in 2 matches to ensure full match exposure for the squad, with the first game finishing 4-1 and the second a tighter 3-2 affair. Despite the victories, the defensive performances raised eyebrows and some alarm bells. In the absence of Van Dijk, Liverpool were forced into makeshift defensive pairings. Veteran fullback Andy Robertson lined up alongside 18-year-old midfielder Trainoni in one game, while Ibrahima Konate partnered Wataru Endo in the second. The improvisation was a clear signal of the club's vulnerability in this area, even before Jarell Kwanzaa's move to Bayer Leverkusen. Questions lingered over Liverpool's defensive depth. Joe Gomez's persistent injury record has left the Reds light at centre-back. Now they seem poised to act. Crystal Palace's Mark Guehi emerges as top defensive target, according to Football Insider. Liverpool are now making preparations to launch a formal move for Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi, the 24-year-old England international is highly regarded and has reportedly been tracked by Liverpool for some time. Former East Manchester United scout Mick Brown, who is said to have connections inside Anfield, believes Guehi is a serious target. All the attention might be on Isak right now, Brown revealed, but the word is that Guehi remains firmly on Liverpool's radar. I'd expect a move before the window shuts. He added, Liverpool view Guehi as just as important as Isak in terms of the squad's overall balance. They're not entirely sold on Connacht, who has made a number of mistakes and could depart once his contract expires next year. They've already let Quansah go, and Gomez hasn't proven to be a long-term solution. If Liverpool are to challenge, on all fronts, domestically and in Europe, they can't afford to gamble in such a crucial area. Guehi, in that light, would be a timely and shrewd addition. Ben Doak's Liverpool future hanging in the balance amid transfer interest and other transfer developments. Young winger Ben Doak is attracting serious interest from Premier League rivals. The 19-year-old impressed during Liverpool's pre-season outing against Bilbao, particularly in the first game where he played a key role in the team's third goal. Despite that display, questions remain over Doak's long-term role at Anfield. He spent last season on loan at Middlesbrough and was subject to multiple transfer bids in January, including rejected offers worth £20 million from Ipswich Town and Crystal Palace. According to journalist David Lynch, interest in Doak has not cooled. Posting on X, formerly Twitter, Lynch stated, "Exclusive. Ben Doak understood to be attracting major interest this summer, with West Ham and Wolves among the clubs keen. While Liverpool see Doak as a player with significant promise, they now face a critical decision. Should they cash in while his value is high, or retain him as part of Armslot's evolving project?" Scotland manager Steve Clarke is among those who rate Doak highly, recently commenting, "He's lightning quick but also technically sound. His first touch is sharp, and he knows how to get into dangerous positions. His final ball will improve, but he has the awareness and potential to go far." Ultimately, if Slot, along with Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, don't view Doak as a long-term contributor, a £20 million sale before the end of the window may be the most pragmatic course of action. Conclusion: Liverpool's transfer window, while already impressive, still has plenty of moving parts. The potential addition of Isak could elevate them to another level, but that deal may depend on what happens with Sesko, Newcastle, and Manchester United. Meanwhile, the search for a centre-back has taken on greater urgency, with Guehi emerging as a top target. And in the case of Ben Doak, the club must weigh potential against present squad needs. The weeks ahead could define Liverpool's season before a ball has even been kicked. Liverpool could reportedly try to overtake Inter Milan in the race to sign highly rated Parma centre-back Giovanni Leone. According to British newspaper The Times via FCN Tour News, the Reds could hijack Inter's long-term pursuit of the 18-year-old. It's no secret that the Nerazzurri view Giovanni Leone has a concrete target despite the current lack of funds. However, Christian Chivu has requested the youngster's signing, having previously worked with him at Ennio Tardini.